Welcome back to my channel, friends. Today we're going to be going thrifting in San Francisco, California. But before we do, I want to share with you that today's video is a collaboration with Davee over at Davee Kilian. I recently found her channel and I have been binge watching her videos. She has so much to offer and she has such a sweet spirit. Her video is linked in the description below. I hope you'll click on it and go watch her video. Leave a comment and tell her that I sent you and subscribe. Now let's go thrifting Salvation Army in San Francisco, California. I have recently been on the hunt for a scarf that I could use for a tablescape. I'm looking for something fall colored that I could just keep and hang on to and bring out for the season. I'm also kind of keeping my eye out for Christmas. I didn't find what I was looking for at this store, but I'm still going to keep my eye out because I know I will find it eventually. I have shopped this store several times. It's a really great Salvation Army here in San Francisco, California. My dad is having a procedure done about 10 minutes away and they do not allow me to go in there with him. So I usually drive to the store while I'm waiting. The nurses are so nice. They call me about 20 to 30 minutes before he's ready to be picked up. So I know I have time until I receive that call, and then I can start winding things up and head back over. It's really relaxing because it's usually early in the morning, so it's real quiet. I'm just able to take my time and shop. Yes, I am that weird girl that finds a mirror and tries the clothes on, because unfortunately they have not opened the dressing rooms in a lot of the thrift stores. So it's really a bummer because I feel like out of all the places, the thrift store is the one place you really need a dressing room. But I just make do. I never fail to find some really nice brass items and also silver items at this thrift store, and they're usually priced very reasonably, and then sometimes you'll catch that right color tag and get it half off. I'm really not on the hunt for anything specific today. I'm basically just killing time, and what better way to kill the time than to just look at other people's donated items. I love thrifting. I'd rather go to the thrift store than a mall any day of the week. I didn't always love thrifting. I think I would have had I started thrifting sooner, but I guess it came to me at the right time because I love it now, and I may not have loved it then, and I may not have went back and given it another try. I'm really glad that I love secondhand because you find such great items. I thought these dishes were so pretty. I looked around to see if they had an actual maybe plates or bowls. These were just a salad plate size, but they didn't. This next item is something I really wish that I would have bought. The $9.99 price tag on it stopped me from buying it, but after viewing it in my video and thinking about it the day that I left, I really wish I would have got that in for spring. I think it's very pretty. I don't know what those are called, but I really love them. I've been able to find 2 turkeys and a pumpkin like that this year, and I wish I would have picked that cute little duck up. This was a neat little picture. It was made out of little beads or possibly rocks. It was kind of sparkly, so I just thought it was unique. It's really so funny when I go back and watch this video. That white tray did not catch my eye while I was there. But now that I'm watching this video, I'm thinking that would look really pretty, spray painted, possibly a black color, but it never even stopped me. I didn't even touch it. I thought I would share with you guys a little bit about my dad and the reason that we keep coming to San Francisco. When he was very young, early 20s, he worked in construction and he made a bad decision one day and jumped off of the roof onto a pile of sand, and he pretty much jarred his back, or compacted it, I should say. And from that day forward, he has had major back issues. He has had so many back surgeries, back procedures, injections, experimental treatment. Like I can't even keep track of all the things that's been done. Thankfully, my dad is still able to walk and work every day. My dad has such a positive personality, I guess I could say, but he's so positive. Like, he never complains. And I know my dad is in pain every single day of his life. He will probably never be without pain. That happened so many years ago. My dad's in his 60s, and I was just a little tiny girl, and now he's a grandpa. And you would never know if you didn't just know what happened to my dad by looking at him or being around him, that anything was wrong, because he's so positive and he is such a good example to me to be positive even when things aren't always right in your life, and you know that they're really never going to change, and you could just be like an Eeyore, kind of down in the dumps about it forever and kind of make people not want to be around you. But my dad's not like that at all. He's so positive and he's so happy and he has so much joy, and it's really contagious. And I just appreciate that about my dad, that he's such an example in that area. Honestly, it's not a chore to bring him here. It's actually like I get the privilege of doing it because I get to spend time with him, and he's so sweet. He stops at Starbucks on the way out of town, and it's usually like dark 30 when we leave, and he'll get me a coffee, and then I drive on the way home. I just really enjoy this time, and I know one day I'll look back on it with fond memories. Not just that I was able to go thrift store shopping, but the time spent in the car, on the road, back and forth with my dad. After I go thrifting, or basically go to any store, even grocery shopping, I always use hand sanitizer. I have done this for years, long before they pushed it at every store you go in now. My dad loves chips in general, but he really loves chips and salsa, so I pick him up some so that we are able to snack on that on the way home. Let me show you what I brought home from the Salvation Army. Cute little skirt. for my daughter with this cute little ruffle detail down the front. This doesn't, oh yeah, it does. It's Who What Wear, which is a really great brand, and they sell it at Target, mostly online, but sometimes in store. So I know this is way too big for her because this is a 6, but it looks like a big 6 to me. But I can take this up super easy, just a straight seam down the side. And so I grabbed that for her because this cute little ruffle is so cute. And she did like it. I know I take my chances sometimes when buying her things and she's not there, but she did like that one. So I lucked out. Completely modest. Isn't it so cute? It's a size, I think it's a medium. Yeah, it's a size. So here's the brand, and it still has a tag on it from Marshall's. But this was like $5. I paid $5. It was half off. But it's, look at the detail of the sleeve. Isn't it so cute? It's like an elbow length sleeve. But I love this. Like, it's so hard to find dresses that you don't have to layer, and you don't have to layer this one. So I know it'll be a while before she fits in it, but it's okay. Like, when they were little, I would buy ahead, and it made it so nice when I pulled those tubs out that next season and I found all these brand new clothes. So that's the way I got by when my kids were little. An old habit that's hard to break because I am still doing it today. You saw in the video that I was trying these clothes on over top of my clothes. A lot of the thrift stores have not opened their dressing rooms up again, which is kind of a bummer because out of all the places, I feel like the thrift store or the Goodwill is the one place that you need a dressing room because you can't return the clothes. But I understand why they don't, because we have a lot of homeless people here in California and thieves. Unfortunately, they can just steal up to a certain amount of money and nothing happens to them, and they know that. So they'll go in and they'll put on layers of clothes in the dressing room and then just walk out with them. It's really a bummer that they've ruined it for all of us honest people, but that's just the way it is. So since the unnamed sickness has hit, they have not opened the dressing rooms in a lot of the thrift stores, and that's a bummer. So I make do, and yes, I'm the weird woman that puts the clothes on over top of my clothes so I can at least get an idea. That's what I did in the store today. Thank goodness they had a mirror. If not, I try to go over to the furniture section and find one that they're selling and use that at least, or their window. You can mirror yourself back even though it's not perfect, just something so you kind of have an idea. But I grabbed this skirt for me. Isn't it cute? It's got this cute little pocket detail and this buttons down the front. It's an olive green color, kind of a window pane pattern. Doesn't really button up down the front. It's just faux, so it's fake. And then it has this belt. It has actually a side zipper. And look at the brand, Stevie Hinder. I actually followed them on Instagram for a really long time. So this is so cute. This was, I think it was $6. One more. This is like a slip skirt, and it's a really pretty rust color, and it has a side zipper. Doesn't have a brand. Normally, I'm not able to wear this style because I feel like it just clings and shows everything. But I think this ran a little bit big, so it wasn't like fitted, and I thought it would look so cute with like a longer shirt tail hem or a sweater for the fall winter season. And this style is so in right now, so I went ahead and picked this up. Been watching my videos for any length of time, you know that I am always on the hunt for this handled Farberware pan. So I have had this set of pans since I got married, and my mom has had them since she got married, so I know that they are wonderful pans, and I've been picking them up when I see them and collecting a set for my kids. I know it sounds crazy, but if they don't want them, I know I can get my money back because I'm barely paying $3.99. This was $3.99 for these pans, and at yard sales I know I can get my money back for that. So this just needs to be cleaned up, but I was so happy to find this size because my mom made me a birthday dinner and she used this size pan, and I was like, I didn't know they had that size of pan, like it's perfect. And she's like, yeah. So, and then look at the Lord just blessing me with this pan that I had just in August saw my mom and was like, oh, I'm gonna have to be on the lookout for this kind of a pan. Here's a little tip. when you go to buy pans at the thrift store, you need to be extra picky about them. I know that I can clean all of this stuff off. I know that'll come off, but always put it on a flat surface and make sure that it's flat and doesn't wiggle, because if it's warped, you don't want it. I have made the mistake of buying pans just because they were this pan, you know, this style, and realized that they were warped, and that's probably why they were there. So be extra picky about your pans and put them on a flat surface and make sure they're not warped before you buy them. I almost didn't pick this up, but I went ahead and picked it up. It's actually like a turn Lazy Susan type deal, and it holds for parties or whatever, gatherings. It has dividers for like forks, spoons, napkins. I love that because it keeps it all right here, and I love that it spins so you can just turn it to whatever you need, and you could tie something cute on here if you wanted. And this has the Ross tag on it. Still, it was from Ross. It probably wasn't that much money at Ross, but it was $3.99. I may not have gotten it cheaper than what Ross had it, but it's okay. It's so cute. And if I don't like the color, like I could always paint it, like paint this bottom black or something. But I thought it was really cute, and it's very useful for parties. And last item, and I was excited about this one. This is a hammered, I don't know if it's real copper, but it looks like copper. Look at the detail on it though, you guys. And it's a square tray. It's very well made, like it's very sturdy. And it says on the back, made in India. And I paid, here we go, $5.99. So I thought this was so cute. It's a good size. Even just to layer. You guys know I love to layer, but even if you used it as a tray in the middle of the table and put, you could even layer it with a pretty plate and put food and stuff like that on it. But I just thought it was so cute. Hey friends, I wanted to remind you to go watch Davee's video. It is linked in the description below. That was my quick little Salvation Army thrift haul, and I want to say thank you guys so much for watching. If you like videos like this, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, consider subscribing and hit that little bell so you don't miss out on any future videos. And we'll see you on the next video. Bye!